ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਹਰਜੀਤ ਸੱਜਣ ਨੇ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਸੈਨਾ ਦੇ ਸਾਬਕਾ ਮੁਖੀ ਜਨਰਲ ਜੋਨਾਥਨ ਵੈਂਸ ਤੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਅਣਉਚਿਤ ਦੋਸ਼ਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਤਾਵਨੀ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ। ਰੱਖਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਜਾਂਚਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਜੋਨਾਥਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ।
A lot of the, first of all, you're talking about the shock that I think all of us had in the last week with the allegations that have been brought forward. I can only imagine the shock and the confidence that has been broken with all the women who are serving in the Canadian Armed Forces. And for the women that felt they could not come forward. This is probably the most concerning thing for me, and something that anything that was brought to me was immediately reported to the appropriate authorities so that any type of investigation could be conducted, but breach that confidence. Because more importantly, we have to protect the integrity of the investigation, especially what's before us now. Finally, these women have come forward, and last thing I want to do is undermine that trust. I want to make sure that the allegations can be properly. I can assure you that anything that was forwarded was immediately passed on to the appropriate authorities. That the point that you raised, that women had brought this forward, that's actually very concerning to me. These are the things that we absolutely need to fix. This is the things that we were trying to fix from day one. Our government has been putting this as a top priority, something that we worked on. So this is something that is very disturbing to me, and that's why we're going to be launching an independent and very thorough investigation separate from the chain of command so that we can get the answers. And one thing I can assure you, it will be thorough, it will be deep, and also we're going to be looking at who is complicit throughout any of these allegations as well. Mercedes, one thing I can assure you is that any type of information was brought to the appropriate authorities for the appropriate process, and it was followed up thoroughly on this, especially all the women in the Canadian Armed Forces who deserve the answers on this and the changes that are needed, and for Canadians. But it's the independent investigation that will determine this, and also if these allegations say that I understand what a woman will go through in these type of cases. But one thing I can assure you that I always have been a champion for this as a former police officer, having investigated things like